So, first of all, why are we even talking about this? Why have a video webinar in the first place? It really comes down to the fact that video is everywhere. This should not come as a surprise to you. We all are addicted to our phones, and short form video is the newest form of that. So just to look at a few stats from around the internet about video, video accounts for 82% of all internet traffic right now. Users are spending 100 minutes per day watching online video. That's quite a bit. And then video posts generate 1,200% more shares than text and images combined. So I know that we, all find a perfect video. We're watching TikTok, see a video on Reddit, whatever it is, share it with your friends so much more often than text or image, and that's making video increasingly important, especially for advertising. And when it comes to marketers themselves, 93 to 95% of marketers say video is important to their strategy. 95% of marketers say video is now crucial to marketing success, and 91% of businesses use video marketing in 2026, and that's up from 63% in 2017. Video is ubiquitous, it's too big to ignore, and it's just very important for your marketing strategy to at least understand the basics. But really, why are we talking about this? Okay, let's do some more stats, everybody. Let's talk about video. So global video ad spend is up to $241 billion. It's the fastest growing ad format. 85% of marketers plan to maintain or increase their video spend in 2026. Video ads deliver 2 times the engagement of static formats, which is extremely important when you're considering engagement rates, click-through rates, actually getting people to take action, share on social media, and come to your landing page. Users are spending 88% more time on sites with video, so not only is it important to use video to promote your content, you can embed video on your landing pages, on your sites, to keep that conversation going and keep people engaged once they arrive where you're trying to drive them to. And the average video completion rate is actually very high. I know we all have the ability to skip YouTube ads, we can pay to not see video ads, but more often than not, when people are confronted with a short form video, they're watching it through, especially if it's well designed. Businesses are using video to grow revenue 49% faster. So when people are looking for the next opportunity to drive incremental business, attract new leads, get new customers, they're turning to video to get it done. I'm not going to only talk about stats this entire time, guys, but I do want to just make it clear that video is here to stay, and it's more important than ever that you have a handle on how to do advertising with video. Okay, so how do you actually do it? First, you need a video. That's the most important part. It's easier than ever to generate video. It's harder than ever to create compelling video that stands out because everyone is so able to make video. So we could do an entire presentation on how to create the perfect social video, how to create the perfect video ad. We don't have time for that in this presentation. This is so much more about the promotion of those videos once you have them. But it is important to touch on a few of the trends that are dominating the video landscape right now. So first and foremost, short form. Pretty much every major platform is using some form of a video feed at this point. TikTok is a very popular one right now. Even LinkedIn has its own video feed in the mobile app. There are YouTube Shorts. Basically every platform recognizes that attention span is small and that it's important to make your point very quickly in short form. That can lead to longer form videos later. Testimonials, explainers, and other social videos are extremely popular formats, and you can keep the conversation going, especially with those longer videos on your site, or even these long form webinars that we're doing now. But to initially get that attention, it's so important that you're using short form, quick clips to kick off that conversation. And then in terms of sizes, every single platform has different specs and sizes. Staying on top of that is a little bit challenging, but when you're starting to create your video, be thinking in terms of landscape, square, and vertical. Vertical being the most important by far because so much video content is consumed on mobile devices. So making sure that your video looks good as it moves between these different formats is very critical. Mobile optimized video. Cannot stress this enough. Mobile is extremely important, as we just talked about. It leads to better ROI. And it's just important that when you're considering how your content's being consumed, you're thinking mobile first. And part of being mobile first is sound off optimized video. So what that means is using captions, using visuals, using explainers in the video so that someone can be watching it without sound, because increasingly that is the way most of us are consuming video. Maybe you're on a commute, maybe you're in the office and you don't want to be blasting sound to everyone around you, but you still want to get the content. Think scrolling in your LinkedIn feed and trying to get information without, making it a whole video viewing experience for everyone around you. So making it sound off optimized could not be more important. And finally, the content. You have about 2 seconds to get somebody hooked on your video and get them to continue watching, because it's so easy to scroll away. So early hooks, early branding, and then having a native and social feel. So, AI is becoming more common in video. There are a lot of tools that automatically generate video for you within each of the advertising platforms, but that's making it easier to stand out if you actually have native video with a social feel. So one example of that, we have a jewelry client, and they shoot a lot of their video just at their work desk with an iPhone. They're showing gorgeous jewelry and beautiful pieces that they sell and offer. And there's a layer of authenticity to that where someone can see this is a real person at a real business with a real ring. And it can actually outperform the more professional high-end video. There's definitely a place for both, but we're just increasingly seeing that if your video can come across as authentic and organic, it can actually do better compared to some people that are just putting out high quality video that doesn't have that same human emotion connected to it. So, lot to cover there. There's a lot that goes into actually creating compelling video, but the short version is that it needs to be quick, it needs to be engaging, and it needs to be made for mobile. Is this